Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. 3 women and 1 man were taken into custody last night in Plains Township. Officials caught up with them at Mohegan Sun Pocono Casino in connection with an alleged murder in West Virginia. Authorities say they robbed and killed 67-year-old Timothy Pale Sunday and made off with his vehicle and credit cards, which were allegedly used at the casino. The 4 are 32-year-old Elizabeth Chin of South Point, Ohio, 35-year-old Elizabeth Hartley of Rayton, West Virginia, 42-year-old Mariah Weaver of Fairmont, West Virginia, and 25-year-old Glenn Weaver of Morgantown, West Virginia. They were all captured. Pale's vehicle was found in the parking lot at the casino. Drugs, gun, and devices for making counterfeit currency were also found in the suspects' hotel rooms. A magisterial district judge arraigned the 4 this morning and ordered them to be held at the Luzerne County Prison. Chen's bail was set at $500,000. The others' bail was set at $350,000 each. A 3-judge panel of the state Superior Court rejected the claim from a convicted killer, Elijah Israel, who thought he was wrongfully convicted of murder. This week, the panel rejected his claim that he was wrongfully convicted of first-degree murder and related offenses for the shooting of his girlfriend's estranged husband when he shot him in the back inside a garage of his home in Drums on August 31st, 2015. In a ruling Tuesday, the Superior Court acknowledged that much of the evidence was circumstantial, but maintained the conviction was correct. He is serving a life prison sentence at State Correctional Institute at Camp Hill. Bill Cosby has been found guilty on all 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. A jury of 7 men and 5 women found him guilty just after 1 this afternoon, after deliberating for about 14 hours. This was the second trial for the 80-year-old comedian who was accused of drugging and violating a woman at his suburban Philadelphia home in 2004. Each count would carry a sentence of up to 10 years in prison. Cosby is out on $1 million bail, which he had to post 10% of that. The verdict comes after Cosby's first trial in June ended in a mistrial when the jury deadlocked after several hours of deliberation. Again, Bill Cosby has been found guilty on all 3 counts. Wednesday night's Hazleton City Council meeting, Council voted to table the food truck ordinance again. Members of Council said there are still some details and questions remaining about the new ordinance and regulation. Councilmember Jim Perry disagreed.
Well, I voted not to table it because we can always fix and amend it. There was too many questions going on about the fees, the cost that's going to be for permits, and I think it was a little confusing. So I think eventually we'll get the numbers right so we can get this corrected, so that people coming in for 1-day permits will know what their fee is going to be. So I think that's really where we've been working on this for a while and getting people from food vendors giving us some ideas so we're fair to everybody. So that's probably why there are still outstanding questions. I think that's really what happened with that.
Council also passed the ordinance regulating recreational vehicles within the city.
One of those things that the chief has been really, he looked out, he researched this and found this is the best way. We have to go to the business owners because we can't catch them. They're very quick, and the Heights is one of the biggest areas we have a problem with. So I understand with both sides, we don't want to fine the owner of the property, but we have to, if we can get some education out there, we can get some material, we can get some signage that tell them, hey, we're going to get you, we're going to fine you if you catch you. So we want you to get your gas and then bring it to your vehicle. Don't bring the vehicle to the gas station.
Council also passed an ordinance increasing some permit issued by the city. That increase will be about $5 to cover the cost of entering data into a geographic information system. Councilwoman Jean Mope voted no on that. Finally, Council did appoint Pat Fay to the Hazleton City Authority Board. Fay will serve a full 5-year term. If you frequent downtown Hazleton, the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress wants to hear your thoughts on the city's parking policies and enforcement activities. The organization has put a poll up on its website and Facebook page. The survey asks questions like, does parking meter rates or enforcement hours influence your decision to patronize downtown businesses? Other questions hit on parking availability, whether people would like more shops to have reserved parking spaces, how often motorists use the Pongo parking app to pay for parking, and whether they would like to see enforcement patrols reduced.
We want to really get feedback on, what are the perceptions of parking downtown? Have current policies and enforcement protocols, have they influenced the way people shop downtown? We want to know, not just anecdotal information about, I got a ticket here, I got a ticket there, but, how is the parking policy impacting business?
The Alliance hopes to use the results to inform city leaders about what the public thinks about parking policies and enforcement in downtown Hazleton. Now, to find that poll, you can head over to downtownhazleton.org. The new modern digital electric meters will be coming to Schuylkill and Carbon counties. PPL Electric Utility plans to install new smart meters beginning in September in Schuylkill and Carbon counties as part of a $470 million project that began in 2016 and should be completed by 2019. The company will replace 1.4 million meters with moving parts in its 29 county service area. The new smart meters will replace the old ones that have the moving disc in it. The new meters will have several benefits, like automatically reporting outages immediately and detecting if tampering is going on. It will also allow PPL to remotely connect or disconnect service to the area. 3 contractors will be performing the meter replacement work. For more information on the new meters, you can log on to PPL's website. Shoppers have become a whole lot easier in the greater Hazleton area. Walmart in Hazel Township now offers free grocery pickup. Customers can order online and come to the grocery store where their groceries will be brought out to their vehicles in about 5 minutes.
It's a great experience for our customers to be able to come and save time. We can give time back to our customers. It allows them the freedom to shop on their terms when they want to shop, and they can pick the times that they want to come and pick their groceries up. It's a great service because they never have to leave their vehicles in order to shop.
The process of placing your order is convenient and easy.
They go online, they can either download an app for their cell phone or go on to walmart.com/grocery, and they select a date and a time slot. They can pick a time slot up to a week in advance. They place their order. It's a minimum of $30, but we do not charge any kind of fee. It's a free service for our customers, and they come during their designated hour time slot. We load up their car. They're here less than 5 minutes.
To pick up your order, just drive down the main entrance to the side of the building where they park in a designated space. Walmart has also hired extra employees to fulfill the orders and has plans to hire more staff. To take part in the free grocery pickup, you can visit walmart.com. A few roads in Sugarloaf Township will be getting some much-needed TLC. At a special meeting this week, the Board of Supervisors voted to award a tentative contract for just over $349,000 to Barletta Materials. The roads that will be paved are up on your screen right now. The supervisors took out a $600,000 loan last year to pave roads and will use the balance of that loan to pay for the work this year. No start date has yet been set for that project in Sugarloaf Township. Coming up on Wyln News, a new city park, which was dedicated today. Our Julie Stefanovich was there and has the details. Plus, a massive renovation project is getting underway at a local school. The details are ahead. But first, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, we will see some rain, a high of 53. Saturday's calling for some evening showers, a high of 61. Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 45. Monday, as we start that work week again, partly sunny skies, a high of 62. I think it's safe to say spring is officially here. We'll be right back.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Strong families and strong values are what make Pennsylvania great. My mother was strong, and she raised me with Pennsylvania values like hard work and integrity.
Republican John Schrin, running for Congress to fight for our conservative values.
And I'll stand with the president to drain the swamp, secure our borders, and fight for the forgotten families of this country.
Strong borders, strong families, strong values. John Schrin for Congress.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
How dishonest is Scott Wagner? I'll show you. A year ago, I posted this video highlighting my strong opposition to Obamacare. And believe me, Obamacare was never the answer. I also called Obamacare a disaster. Newspapers confirmed I not only opposed Obamacare, I called for repealing Obamacare. Wagner knows all this, yet ran this ad trying to deceive you anyhow. And that tells you everything you need to know about Scott Wagner.
A new park will be coming to the city of Hazleton. A dedication ceremony took place today, and our Julie Stefanovich was there and has the details.
A plot of land at the corner of 14th and Church Streets will become home to a brand new green space park for the city of Hazleton. Dignitaries and city officials gathered at the site as attorney Pascal Shivo, whose family has owned the land for decades, donated it to the city. The park is being dedicated to the memory of Shivo's grandfather, attorney Pascal Shivo I, who devoted his life to helping build the community.
He died, I was 2 years old or something like that, and I kind of remember him, but I remember mostly what people told me about him and the good that he did for so many people of the Hazleton area community. He was a lawyer who took most of his time, I'd say, to work with people at a time where there were troubling times. People, recent immigrants from Europe, and he spoke Polish and Italian as well as English, and he communicated with them, and he worked with them to try and help them whenever they needed. I guess you call it combination public defender and legal rights lawyer. And he did it for little or no compensation. Many people told me he did things to let them keep their homes from being foreclosed upon, keep their families together, and that they could really live a little better.
The park will serve as a place where residents can enjoy the great outdoors.
It needs more. I want to have it so that it'll be very usable by just about everybody. Like, it'd be nice for people to come here and picnic. It'd be nice for people to come here and spread out on the lawn and sunbathe or something. And we'll have tables and chairs. They could play chess and maybe a bocce ball court. Very nice.
The city will take over and maintain the green space donated by the Shivo family.
Like all our other parks, we'll be looking for groups, individuals to help adopt the park and help maintain it on an as-needed basis. Pascal will be looking to do the improvements by himself. He had a layout and a design created. We're going to go over that in phases and look at it and see what works best for the citizens.
Work on the park is expected to start soon and open to the public later on this summer. In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Marian Catholic High School will be starting a massive renovation project in its science lab next month, installing a new state-of-the-art system for its STEM programs next year. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more.
Marian Catholic High School is making the most important educational enhancement to its science education curriculum in its 64-year history. Fall 2018 will proudly incorporate a STEM program that includes new, state-of-the-art science labs. All of Marian Catholic's high school students will be granted access to the labs, and summer programs are in the works once the labs are up and running, inviting younger students from Carbon, Schuylkill, and Luzerne counties. Teachers will additionally improve their STEM education practices with professional development through the Carnegie STEM Excellence Pathway.
We formed a team. It includes the science teachers, but STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So the team itself actually is encumbered of people from different curriculum areas as well. While we are renovating the labs, we are also enhancing our curriculum. Many of the things are already done in science and mathematics, but we're trying to tie them together for all curriculum areas. So there'll be no added staff at this point. However, our existing staff members will be trained to do some additional things in the classroom as well.
Plans were put into action after a feasibility study done by a Boston-based consulting firm named Partners in Mission, involving over 1,000 parents and alumni. The overwhelming response showed a need for science lab improvements.
We've always felt that it was important to be able to do some improvements in the building, and our focus area was done through a parent study and a staff study as far as some of the needs in the building. And the science labs definitely needed to be renovated. They're original labs from 1964. And so to keep up with the 21st century skills that the students need, we do need to make sure that we bring in the proper facilities, but also the curriculum so we have it up to date.
A significant matching grant was awarded to the school to help support the renovation of all 4 science labs, including a cutting-edge virtual engineering lab to replace a former chemistry lecture room.
We were very fortunate. We had a great team of grant writers that were able to attain the Dorothy and Donald Stabler grant, but it's a matching grant, so with some very generous donations of some of our alumni or parents or other people that we call our Marion family. All those donations have been coming in, and that is helping us to be able to fund the project.
Instruction for the lab renovations begin Monday, April 30th, and the project is scheduled to begin June of this year to be completed for the start of the 2018-2019 school year. Donations toward the project are still being accepted so that the school is able to cover all areas it has planned. Reporting from Tamaqua for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Students in high school may soon be required to take a U.S. citizenship or civics test by the time they finish high school. A bill which passed the State House 191-4 now heads to the State Senate. The proposed legislation is aimed at strengthening civics education and ensuring students enter adulthood knowing how their government works. If the bill becomes law, schools would be required to administer an exam similar or identical to the Homeland Security U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service test that immigrants must pass before becoming a U.S. citizen. Students would have to take a civics test at least once by their senior year of high school. The bill's primary sponsor is State Representative Karen Boback from Harveys Lake. Well, coming up on McAdoo Heights News Choice, you can get rid of your unwanted drugs tomorrow. We'll explain where you can do that in Community and You. Plus, this weekend, there is an annual Cherry Blossom Festival going on in Wilkes-Barre. Some of the details are ahead. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played, everyone. Stay with us.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
As governor, Tom Wolf proposed massive tax increases that would have crushed middle-class families and outsourced our jobs to other states. I stopped them. Liberal Paul Mango's no better. He was an architect of Obamacare and promotes outsourcing jobs. Wolf and Mango, more of the same. I'm a conservative job creator. As governor, I'll use zero-based budgeting to eliminate waste, lower taxes, and grow our economy. It's a clear choice for Pennsylvania.
For a decade, Schuylkill County had no property tax increases, and all was good. Then serial tax increaser George Helkovich came along, and the smiles quickly disappeared. Commissioner Helkovich raised property taxes 3 times in 6 years. Even worse, Helkovich used money from your property taxes to give himself a pay raise. Dan Muser's a fiscal conservative and reformer with a plan to eliminate all school property taxes. Dan Muser, he's on our side.
I'm Dan Muser, and I approve this message.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. Everyone, I'm Gary Perrin. I'm very pleased to have with me Lisa Marie Halecki from the Lehigh Valley Health Network here in Hazleton. We're going to talk about an event that's coming up. That's an event, but not really an event, but an event where we're going to have the Drop the Drugs van at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. And this is perfect because it's spring cleaning season. So what better way to spring clean out your medicine cabinet, get rid of all those old prescriptions you don't need and don't use anymore?
Absolutely. I mean, we know how important it is. We know how bad the opioid addiction and situation is in this country. So as a community, let's get together. Let's go through those medications. Let's see what's expired. Let's see what we're not using anymore. Though we would love to trust everybody that comes into our home and uses our, medicine cabinets, if you will. We really have to be careful not to have those things laying around because it's just that important. And I think we need to support each other and, let's put a war on these drugs, if you will, and get them off the streets. I mean, the Drop the Drugs van is so wonderful for our community. The support from the Hazleton Police Department, they're going to have 2 officers there. It's going to be this Friday, April 27th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right in front entrance of Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton. No questions asked, bring them in a bag or whatever the case may be, and they will be disposed of properly. So many people think, well, I could put them down the drain or anything like that, but it's really not good for our systems or anything else as well. So if you have them, come by, drop them off, and we'll do a good thing for our community.
And this is great. And also, Lehigh Valley Hospital has teamed up, with the city police and Brenners and all of them to make this van possible to go around to many different events. So, but again, this is great. So Friday, maybe tonight or tomorrow. Tonight it's raining. Tomorrow's raining. It's going to be kind of yucky out. So this is a good time. Spring cleaning in the house. Maybe go through everything. Say, hey, you know what? I don't need these anymore. Let's go get rid of them. Take a drive up. 3 minutes maybe tops that you'll be in the parking lot to drop them off.
Absolutely.
And it's real fast, real easy.
Yep, drive by and we'll just take it from there.
Wonderful. And again, this is going on Friday, the 27th, this Friday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. out front of the main entrance of Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. So right as you come down the driveway, you're going to stop there. The van will be there. The police officers will be there, who, of course, need to drive the van there. And, of course, the great staff from Lehigh Valley will be helping out as well.
Absolutely. We'll be there.
So a lot going on. And this is a great event to drop the drugs, get rid of them, get them into this van so they can be disposed of properly. Again, like we've said, it's not good to flush them down the toilet. It's not good to bury them in the backyard. This is the safest way to do them so they get destroyed properly and they don't end up in the wrong hands.
You know what I thought was really neat? And on the website, the dropthedrugshazelton.com website, they actually show up to date how many pounds of prescription medications are taken off the streets in Hazleton. As of today, when I looked at it, it's 62 pounds they've already accepted. So that's pretty good for it's not even a quarter that a quarter of the year that they've been involved in this. So
this is great. And that is a great event. And again, Friday, April 27th, 11 to 1 at the main entrance of Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. You can get rid of all these unwanted prescription drugs you don't need anymore so they don't end up in the wrong hands. Lisa, thanks so much for coming on and talking.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And thanks for Lehigh Valley for getting involved.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home, robotic surgery for quicker recoveries, world-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for greater Hazleton and beyond. The Lehigh Valley Health Network.
At the Joyce Insurance Group, we offer insurance tailored to your needs. We protect what matters most to you.
We've been serving the needs of thousands of clients throughout Northeast Pennsylvania since 1955.
Our professional agents are dedicated to providing you with a great insurance experience.
With 62 years in business, our clients are the reason that we care the most.
Ask any of our 5,000 plus satisfied customers, and they'll tell you the right choice is Joyce.
Churz Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Churz Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Schur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Churz 570-454-7229.
The city of Wilkes-Barre is welcoming the warmer weather with the 41st Annual Cherry Blossom Festival. The annual Cherry Blossom Festival will take place in Kirby Park on Saturday, April 28th and Sunday, April 29th from 11 to 7 each day. On Sunday, the second annual Cherry Blossom Festival pageant will take place from 11 to 12:30. The annual event will feature food, crafts, rides, and games, plus music and dancing. City officials do remind everyone, though, that pets are not permitted in Kirby Park during special events like the Cherry Blossom Festival. This weekend, the entire community is invited to a night at the races to benefit the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation. The night, which is Saturday, April 28th, will be filled with lots of fun, food, and racing. Doors will open at 6 and racing will start at 6:30. The event will be held at the Elks Lodge on East Broad Street in Hazleton. The admission is $5, which includes a dinner buffet. The Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation is a nonprofit organization that is the regional sponsor of the Beads of Courage program in Pennsylvania. Again, the night at the races to benefit the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation is set for Saturday, April 28th at the Elks Lodge in Hazleton. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeilis Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by State Representative Tara Toohill. Paid for by the committee to elect Tara Toohill.